Today is my last day in the Korean Reserve Army. So for all Korean males, we have to do roughly 2 years in the Korean military. And after you finish, you're enrolled for 8 years in the Reserve Army. So my friends from the States always ask me, so how is the Reserve Army training? I want to tell them like, duk, 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 get down, get to the chopper type of training. But in reality, it's more of like waiting in line, waiting for your turn, trying not to fall asleep, just a whole lot of waiting. And it's pretty chill. That's why right before the training, I'm thinking about making some Korean seafood pancakes just for you, right? Guys, we're going to start off with some green onions. So take a look at this diameter, about the size of a wooden chopstick, and definitely not the size of a spring onion, right? Spring onion, bad. Green onion, smaller, good. And we're going to cut them in half. We'll put them here. What I like to do is I like to just take half of the stems, put them like this, half of the other stems, and then just reverse it like this as well. That way when you eat and someone's eating from one side, they're not just eating the white part. They get a balance in flavor. Next we have 1/4 of an onion. Just make thin slices. Finished. 2 peppers. This red one here is mostly for color. It's not that spicy. It's called Hong gochu. Green one brings the ruckus. It's called Cheongyang pepper. It's the Korean green chili peppers. We'll just cut these at a slight angle. Set this aside. Crack 1 egg. I saw this in a cooking show, but this lady used the scissors and she said that that's going to make the egg bind easier, and I want to try. Interesting, that made it easier. So guys, look at all this beautiful seafood here. I have fresh squid that's been cleaned. I have 10 shrimp that's been deveined. Fresh chucked clams. This is about ½ cup's worth. I forgot to mention in the beginning, but we're gonna make 2 large pancakes with all of these ingredients. So the only thing I need to do extra here is cut up this squid. So if this is your first time with squid, you're gonna probably buy it like this. You're going to pull this part out, bloop, and then a lot of its innards are going to come out. You're going to just yank that off, and then you're going to be left with its tentacles. Now this part is so delicious. I love it. But you have to be careful for this beak that's right in between. This is what it's eating. Meow, meow. All right, so we're going to chop that part off. You can then start separating each tentacle. All right, I chopped the ends off because that's like a squid's toenails. You don't want to be eating on toenails. Get your index finger, measure up to here, and then make cuts to that size. Okay, that looks good. Chop this in half. Doesn't have to be exact. Then you can simply cut this down the middle. You can cut off this fin part. We're gonna eat that too. You can just make small chops and try to go for a size about this. If it's too big, it's too much chewing. Your grandpa's gonna lose a tooth. By the way, some people like to take the skin off. I think it's just extra process. It makes no difference in taste. So if you want to do it just for the fun of it, what you can do is use a paper towel. Try to get 1 edge to come up. Good. You just hold on with the paper towel and it should come off pretty easily. And then you can also use that upper fin part too. Tastes good. Tastes the same. We're gonna be using some Korean pancake mix. Now, don't make any blueberry pancakes out of this. It has a variety of spices in it, including some onions, some garlic powder in it, so it's pretty tasty. You can find this at the Korean Mart, and if you can't find it, I'll put an Amazon link in our description below. We need 1 cup of this in, and 1 cup of water. Put some ice cubes in so it stays extra cold. All right, we're gonna mix this baby around. Let's do 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. 1 and 2, and then a teaspoon of vinegar, a splash of sesame oil, just a little bit. And if you have some Korean red chili flakes left over, this is totally optional. Just put this in and just borrow a few sliced onions that you cut up earlier. Give it a slight mix. Oh mama, that's what I'm talking about. Put this on a medium heat. Let's warm this up. The super easy way is just to dump this stuff into the batter and pour it in like a regular pancake. But guys, we're learning here. We want to have a good balance between ingredients and batter. So let me show you how to do that. Half of the green onions. Mix the batter around one more time. 5 spoonfuls over the green onions. Just coat them. 5. Good. And then just get in there with your hands and then just make sure all of them are coated. By the way, all of these ingredients are for 2 pancakes, so just grab half. We're gonna put a good amount of oil in so it doesn't stick. Twirl it around, and then we'll place our green onions in and move them around a little bit so that you have some surface area to work with. And let this cook for 1 minute. Then we're gonna put about 5 spoonfuls of our batter over the green onions so that it stays together. You can do 1 more. It doesn't have to be exactly 5, just enough. Then I'm gonna put about 5 shrimp. Nice. Next, our squid. Oh man. Put as much or as little as you want. All right. Next, some of our clams. Our onions. Then we're gonna add some more batter to lock that in. About 3 or 4 spoonfuls. All right. Then add the green and red peppers. Oh mama. And then we want to add about half the egg to finish it off. This is gonna lock everything in. And by now, it should be ready to flip. Put this to a low heat. We're gonna flip it. Wow. And right when you flip it, you wanna add some more oil, guys. Add some more oil and move it around so it doesn't get stuck. And on this low heat, we're gonna let it cook for 3 more minutes. So that way everything gets cooked through. I think it's good. We'll turn off the heat and we'll flip it. Oh my gosh, I almost wrecked it. Wow, guys, there it goes. I almost dropped this baby at the end. My God, thank God that was not a blooper. I would have cried. And boom, Bob's your uncle. I'm gonna open it up like this. Oh my goodness. There's the shrimp. There's some of the squid. What I like to do, I like to wrap one piece like this. You get some into that dipping sauce, and then you take a... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. See you guys.